watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Shanika Grimshaw. In Prince George's County, a child is dead after a house fire broke out earlier this morning. It happened on Oth Road in Suitland. And that's where we find DC News Now's Marielle Carbone. Marielle, what a difficult morning for neighbors and first responders.
Yeah, Shanika, it certainly is. We're told that 9-year-old child, a boy, was on the second floor of the home behind us here. You can see this home that's now charred out. Fire crews attempted to rescue the boy, pulling him out and taking him to Children's Hospital, but we're told he was pronounced dead around 3 this morning. An adult also in the home at the time. We're told a neighbor actually helped that person escape through a first floor window. Now, crews say they got the call around 1:43 this morning, and when they arrived, there was fire on the first and second floor of the homes. Crews were able to get the fire under control within about 15 minutes, but at this time, we don't know what caused the fire, and that is certainly part of this ongoing investigation.
You know, the one thing that we would always encourage our residents here in the community is to make sure that they have working smoke detectors, to check them, make sure they're functional, and it's the best advice we can give.
And it's unclear if the smoke detectors were working or even existed in this home. Again, that is part of the investigation. But just in the last hour or so, we saw crews from Prince George's County Fire Department going door to door in this neighborhood with smoke detectors, talking to neighbors, offering them those smoke detectors and just checking, informing that they are aware to have working smoke detectors in their homes. That is the latest here. Reporting live in Suitland, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, Marielle, thank you. Now let's get right over to meteorologist Damon Matson. And Damon, it's going to be a cloudy day today.
Yeah, Shanika, big time change up from all that sunshine we saw on Monday. I know the gray skies, they can be a little bit tough to deal with, but all in all, they're actually going to help us from getting too hot out there once again today. So there's a give and take here. And yeah, there are those clouds. They have been locked in across most of the region, streaming in from the south and west. Parts of western Maryland saw some sunshine this morning, but now the clouds have filled in, even across our far western counties, and they are not going much of anywhere through the rest of the day today. But like I mentioned, temperature-wise and overall, that feel outside continues to be decently pleasant. Humidity has climbed a little bit with the cloud cover in place, but air temps upper 70s to right around 80, not bad for an early August afternoon so far. And as we progress along through the rest of the day, don't expect those temperatures to budge much more. Most of us will make it to the lower and middle 80s as that cloud deck stays locked in. As far as rain chances go, they're going to be extremely minimal at best down across portions of Virginia, southern Maryland. Some light drizzle may be found, but that's about it. Now, as we head on toward the middle of the week, will this cloud cover finally result in some more steady rainfall? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
Okay, Damon, thank you. Turning now to Montgomery County, a water main break shuts down a major roadway in Bethesda. You'll see closures on southbound lanes, and that's along Wisconsin Avenue and East-West Highway. The Washington Suburban Sanitary Commission says the closures will be in effect for an extended period of time, and drivers should seek alternate routes during the repair. And in the district, police are investigating a deadly shooting in Northwest. Just after 10 last night, officers were called to Otis Place, where they found a man suffering from gunshot wounds. The man later died on scene. And police say they're looking for 3 men wearing all black, last seen driving in a black sedan on 14th Street. The shooting remains under investigation. An update to a story we told you about yesterday. A man has been arrested for a stabbing at a library in Calvert County. Deputies arrested 33-year-old Eugene Terrell Harris. Sheriffs responded to Truman Road in Solomons to the Southern Branch Library for a woman stabbed twice in the back. They say the woman had just arrived with her service dog, and deputies say the attack was unprovoked and random. The woman has non-life-threatening injuries, and Harris is facing attempted first-degree murder charges. Meanwhile, Anne Arundel County Police say they're expanding their drone program. Police say they are using a fleet of small drones to deliver assistance and support. It's a part of their patrol drone program, and they say there are a number of advantages, including faster response times, an increase in safety, and quick searches. The department says the drones will only be used for critical incidents or investigations. And happening now, Maryland mother Catherine Hoggle, accused of murdering her 2 children more than a decade ago, is getting ready for a bond hearing today after a judge postponed yesterday's bond hearing. Her 2 children, Sarah and Jacob Hoggle, went missing back in 2014 and have never been found. This is not the first time she's been charged in their deaths. She was found incompetent to stand trial and multiple times over the course of 5 years, forcing the court to dismiss those charges. DC News Now's Randy Bass at the Circuit Court in Rockville with details from yesterday's very short hearing. Randy.
Yeah, Shanika, that hearing yesterday was postponed to today at 1:30. But during yesterday's very short hearing, Catherine Hoggle's defense attorney, David Felsen, had quite a bit to say about recent developments in the case. He claimed Hoggle was rearrested held at gunpoint last week and that he wasn't notified properly when it came to new developments in the case following her release from the Perkins State Psychiatric Center, though she was still under civil commitment somewhere else. Felsen says he was not notified of last week's reindictment or her arrest in the way that he should have been, also saying that she was again interviewed by police. Court documents say officers had round-the-clock surveillance on Hoggle after she left the Perkins State Psychiatric Facility out of concern for the safety of a 3rd surviving child. The judge postponing her hearing to today at Felsen's request due to personal matters. Hoggle appeared in court virtually wearing a khaki jail jumpsuit yesterday. It's still not clear why Hoggle was released from the maximum security facility at Perkins, though she was still under civil commitment of some kind, and whether her ability and competency to stand trial has changed. Again, that bond hearing is set to get underway in just about 90 minutes or so at 1:30 this afternoon. Following that hearing, we are expected to hear from family members close to the case. We will bring you those new details as we learn them coming up on DC News Now at 4. For now, 11 Rockville, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Okay, Randy, thank you. Turning now to a 5-decades-old cold case murder in Northern Virginia. That's finally solved. Fairfax County Police have identified the body of a young boy found in Lorton. That was back in 1972, and they believe they know who killed him. Authorities believe Vera Bryant and her boyfriend were responsible for the death of their 4-year-old son, Carl. Investigators say Carl was beaten to death and his body was later found in a creek. And back in June of 1972, Carl and his infant brother, James, were traveling with their mother and her boyfriend from Philadelphia to Virginia. And investigators believe she and her boyfriend killed the 2 boys, but it took 50 years with DNA technology and evidence to finally be able to identify the little boy.
See the extent of that boy's injuries and what he had suffered through. I'm happy to be here today announcing that at least we've identified him.
Investigators say the mother never reported the boys missing, and the baby James's body has not been found. Both mom and boyfriend have since died. Yeah, you can see it right there. This is the moment the Albert Pike statue was toppled by protesters in June of 2020. The Confederate General's monument is near the corner of 3rd and D Streets Northwest. And now the National Park Service says it's going to repair and reinstall it. And DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg has the latest on this.
Authorized by Congress in 1898 and dedicated in 1901, the bronze statue of Confederate General Albert Pike has been controversial for decades.
I think it's a disgrace because, 400 years of slavery and putting up Confederate statues as well as having the Confederate flag is disrespectful as an African American.
It's that viewpoint that caused protesters to topple the statue on June 19, 2020. But now the National Park Service says in line with President Trump's executive orders, it will restore and reinstall the statue, which honors Pike's leadership in Freemasonry.
I'd rather it not go back up.
We're not trying to go backwards, so I wouldn't want it to go back up.
Since 1992, members of the D.C. Council have called on the federal government to remove the Pike statue. For activist Jason Charter,
feels like a
a punch in the gut.
Charter was charged in 2020 for allegedly orchestrating the vandalism. The U.S. Attorney's Office says he was caught on video dousing the statue with flammable liquid and lighting it on fire. Those charges were later dropped.
It represents a history of genocide. It represents a history of slavery and white supremacy. This man also was a member of the KKK.
He says putting the statue back is a bad move.
We're just regressing back to, before all that blood, sweat, and tears went into the movement.
Again, that was Daniel Hamburg reporting. Site preparation to repair the statue's base will begin shortly, and the MPS expects to have the statue reinstalled in October. And looking ahead, Montgomery County is hosting the 76th Annual Agricultural Fair this weekend. Opening day is Friday and runs through the 16th, and it's held at the county fairgrounds in Gaithersburg. And there will feature food, a demolition derby, and a kids zone. Ticket prices will vary. For more information, just go to our website at dcnewsnow.com, search Montgomery County Fair.